Alright, let's get back to it. Go ahead, head on over to Mangina here, and we'll start, which quest is it again? An auspicious opportunity. Auspicious opportunity. Wait, let me double check that's the right one. Yes. Looks like this one is going to involve the Four Lords quest. Okay. Oh right, duh, there's the... they're right here, including the Void Scent and the Hat Cat. But Gina has an urgent request to make of you. Ah, brilliant! You couldn't have come at a better time. Do you have a moment to talk? My thanks. You see, a foreign merchant approached the boutique with a proposal not long ago. Hancock of the East Aldenard Trading Company. Perhaps you've heard of him. Unfortunately, yes. Oh, come on, you're not gonna give me some funny dialogue options? Ah, so you have a history. No wonder Mr. Tataru declared him unscrupulous and deserving of infinite caution. Yes, that is appropriate. Though there is a risk in dealing with a man of such flexible principles, his knowledge of the Kugane markets would do much to bolster our efforts to make inroads in the Far East. True. This is why, despite her misgivings, Mr. Tataru seeks to negotiate a partnership. But for some reason or another, he has requested you be present at their meeting in Kugane. Okay. I've realized business negotiations are not your forte, but we would be most grateful if you'd indulge his request. Of course, there is also the matter of our secret mission. Yes, corporate espionage. Oh, right, that one. The Tataru one. I thought you meant the, stealing secrets from our business rivals. Once it has been fully restored, this gorgeous sapphire will serve as the centerpiece of Mr. Tataru's necklace. I hope that one day she may look upon it as a memento of not only her mother, but of her many dear friends and allies. Perhaps during your visit to Kugane, fortune shall favor us with the discovery of an additional treasure to grace her keepsake. In any case, I believe that covers everything. Mr. Tataru shall meet you at the Ruby Bazaar in Kugane. I wish you a safe journey. She gonna be wearing her yukata again? Or, yeah, I guess it would be. Although it's actually a long sleeve, so never mind. Let's just head on over to Kugane. Wonder who we're going to encounter for this. Obviously we're dealing with Hancock, but there's also the Four Lords and Sorbonne, so that's probably who we're going to be working with on this one. I thought you said the Ruby Bazaar, which is over here. But we're up here. I guess this is a better meeting location. Definitely more, calm. Is that the girl from the samurai quests? And then there's I'm pointing to the screen like you can see. And that's from the Alliance Raid. They're from the Alliance Raid quest. The reporter and then the daughter. Brilliant! I'm so glad you can make it. I'm equally thrilled by your arrival, though I expect I must apologize for the sudden invitation. Oh, it's no problem at all, Hancock. Yes, you should, but more importantly, I'd like to know what scheme is and how you intend to involve us. Oh my, so quick to assume the worst. Oh, trust me, I understand why. Well, I would love nothing more than to lay bare all my dirty little secrets. Oh, sure, Hancock, sure. 'Twould be prudent to discuss my proposal first. Though I am to admit it, a draper shop but recently launched by the company has not been well received by the locals. Our intention was to promote the sale of imported apparel woven by the Aldenard Weavers Guild. Alas, it seems Western tradition holds little appeal to the citizens of Kugane. So, we rethought our strategy. We would produce Hingan couture, but with world-renowned Aldenard silks, kimono as they are favored choice of wear in the Far East. Or rather, that was our plan, until our seamstress fell ill. Well, now we have Miss Omnicrafter here to help you out. It was as I faced the unpleasant decision of abandoning this venture entirely that I chanced to hear of Tataru's boutique and the assorted Far Eastern style equipment they had on offer. You're referring to our samurai and ninja-inspired sets of armor, yes? Indeed. By putting your exemplary goods on display, the East Aldenard Trading Company would demonstrate that we, a Western trader, are capable of making garments suited to the needs of our local patrons, except for the fact that you aren't the ones making them. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I have been informed that you wish to establish a foothold in Higashi and East Aldenard. What better way to make your Kugane debut than to have us showcase your quality wares? Well, that does sound like a pretty good deal. But what's the catch? It's not without its appeal, I admit. The perfect venue to gauge interest in our goods. Isn't it just? If I may take your grudging concession as a sign of interest, perhaps we can discuss the finer points of my proposed partnership. Uh-oh. This is the part where I have to do stuff? Oh, well, we'll be discussing it at length. But I've yet to see how any of this would require Brilliant's involvement. Yep, that's what I thought. Indeed, it was just about to get to that part. Oh no. Not long ago, I crossed paths with a group of certain someones who were eager to call on Brilliant again. I found myself quite taken with them, charming as they were, that I felt compelled to facilitate this reunion. And of course, one can never collect too many favors. Right, Hancock. Alas, I know that you are predisposed to question the motives behind any intention from the East Aldenard Trading Company, and with a good cause, I concede. So I instead invited you here under the guise of assisting Tataru with a boutique-related affair. Well, I'll be going then, if you don't need me. I hope you will forgive the deception. Rest assured that you shall be rewarded with your aid in this matter with your choice of recompense. I guess. Now who exactly was asking after me? Just before your arrival, I took the liberty of informing my new acquaintances that you would soon be making a landfall on these shores. They ask that you meet them at the Sakazuki in the Ruby Sea as soon as you are able. I believe it is a matter of some urgency, so if you travel there forthwith. Okay. Excellent. I leave them in your capable hands. Don't worry, I'm no stranger to Hancock's tricks. I'll make sure not to agree to anything until we've settled every last detail. Just do what you need to do, and return when you can. Don't worry, Tataru, I trust you. Besides, this is your boutique, not mine. Alright, let's head on out to the Ruby Sea then. And apparently we're gonna go talk to the Four Lords. Not sure exactly what they need me for, though. It's the Four Lords, right? I mean, obviously this is gonna involve the Four Lords, but yeah, Sakazuki's over here. Oh, this is Sakazuki, okay. Yeah, then Hell's Lid and Hell's Lid. Oh, right, where are you? Oh, okay, let's wait at the destination. Apologies, Brilliant. I pray you have not been waiting long. That's right, Sorbonne became the 5th Lord or something, right? You look surprised. Did Hancock not tell you who requested your aid? Ah, but never mind that. I am simply glad that you are here. How have I been? Well, my training as the next Genbu continues apace. I must tell you, my friend, each day has been more trying than the last. Why, just the other day, the Auspicious placed 99 wasabi-filled takoyaki on a platter before me and instructed me to divine which single ball out of the entire batch was not filled with the dreadful spice. That's, some interesting training. Training to sharpen my foresight, they claimed, but it felt more akin to torture. By the end, I was reduced to a dithering sea turtle swimming in a puddle of my own tears. That is all to say, I am only marginally closer to assuming my place as one of the 4 lords. Ah, get to the point already, Sorbonne. Gah, I was just about to arrive at it. Ahem. Come, my friends, show yourself. Yeah, the only 2 I remember are, obviously we did, Heaven's Turn recently, so I remember the snake, and then I fought, Suzaku, not Suzaku. Yeah, Suzaku, when I'm trying to get a Fury, or, the Blue Mage spell from her. And then, this tiger guy, I remember. It has been some time, Brilliant. I am relieved to see you in good health. I understand you have been through a great deal. Well, yeah, I fought you like 10 times yesterday. Your concern is unwarranted. This is the woman who quelled our Aramitama and inherited Tenzin's legacy. There is no trial she cannot overcome. You misunderstand me, my brother. Or you deliberately insinuate that I lack faith in Brilliant's capabilities. Enough. We are indebted ourselves to the merchant to attain this meeting. Let us not distract ourselves with this nonsense and get to the heart of the matter. Very well. You may not know this, but Senri's craving for Dango often brings her to Kugane. It was during such a visit that she spied a suspicious individual on Kugane Dori. A man who not only wore raiments identical to Tenzin's, but who also claimed to be his long-lost descendant. Excuse me? This descendant was selling good luck charms, utterly devoid of benediction. His ploy is plain. He uses Tenzin's name to trick fools into buying his rubbish. Any who would dare sully Tenzin's name shall face my wrath. My flames will cleanse him of his sin and burn his soul to ash. Suzaku, please. Too merciful a punishment, I say, I shall personally render unto him every pain imaginable. By the Kami, is it possible that they've succumbed to their Arimatama once more? No, they're just mad. Ahem. The charlatan boasts of more than esteemed heritage. He also claims to have the 4 lords at his beck and call. Excuse me? Insulting, yes, but I still rather resolve this without flames and torture. Oh, that's boring. But having lived apart from men for so long, I fear we may be ill-equipped to do so on our own. Hence, why we have turned to you for assistance. Well, that's actually not a bad idea. You needn't agree to anything just yet. And why don't we all at least seek out this descendant and take his measure ourselves? I beg your pardon? Putting myself aside, the three of you approaching any settlement, let alone one as large as Kugane, would surely cause an uproar. Makes another good point. Calm yourself, Sorbonne. You forget we are the Four Lords. Just a trifling matter to assume a less conspicuous guise. Let us reconvene in Kugane. Sorbonne is to go first, while we three shall make our own approach separately to avoid attracting undue attention, just in case. Oh, hopefully they actually don decent disguises. Oh, yep. Anyway, let's go and talk to each of them and then Sorbonne. Long has it been since I walked the streets of the city of this size. I did so once to visit a tea house with Tenzin. I accompanied him in disguise. How my heart raced at the thrill and joy of it, until a priest saw through my glamour. Oh, the commotion that followed. Uh-oh. Do not think I haven't noticed you eyeing my costume. If you must know, I acquired it during my travels in the West. I'm rather fond of its soft and fluffy texture. We met Hancock by pure chance. Recognizing us as the Auspicious legend, he said he wished to help us out with the kindness of his heart. I almost believed him. Yeah, that's true. It would seem we have managed to arrive with little fuss. But only the kami know how long our presence will remain a secret. Again, with the needless worrying, our disguises are perfect, except you stand out like a sore bunny and chicken. None may suspect you as Four Lords at first glance, but you are suspicious in the extreme. We could have used our powers to assume the form of men, but those of keen sight will be able to discern our true nature. The costumes were innocuous alternatives, well, sure. There's nothing innocuous about them. Senri said she found the swindler in Kugane. Dory, yes. Let us head there at once. Let's see where this Tenzin guy is. Or fake Tenzin. Gather round, friends. Gather round. As you have no doubt surmised from my crimson armor, I am the proud descendant of Tenzin, the famous hero of Eld who once slew an entire host of fearsome Oni. Right. Doubt. But do not take my word for it. Behold! In my hand, I hold Tenzin, beloved katana, the Phoenix Blade. No. I don't know what it looks like, but if he's got the Phoenix Blade, then he must be who he claims. Right. Let's just take a look over at Suzaku. Idiots. The true blade has remained in our case since Tenzin's passing. Oh, he said care, didn't he? Something seems off. I see there are some who remain unconvinced. Very well, you leave me no choice. Allow me to introduce you to my sworn allies, the Four Lords. Excuse me? Oh dear, I'm almost afraid to look. Please tell me they're not just little statues. That's your signal. I expect your money's worth. Introducing Genbu, the turtle auspice and foreseer of calamity. Right. Suzaku, the avian auspice and the master of the flames of resurrection. Right. And Seiryu, the dragon auspice and devourer of young maidens. Not quite. It looks just like him. Last but not least, adorable, we have Byaku, the small and fluffy feline auspice. No. Why am I alone, a cuddly creature? Surely he could have hired a Hrothgar or Mikote to betray me. It would have been funnier if he was a Hrothgar. At least he did not slander your character, devouring young maidens. Pah! What is this rabble? All who've heard of the tale of Tenzin know the four lords are beasts, not three murmurs and a cat. These are the glamoured forms they assume so they may roam the realms of men undiscovered. Surely you can imagine the chaos that would ensure if they went about undisguised. Yo. Even so, there's no way they'd wear such ridiculous outfits. And yet here they are, dressed in far worse. That's pretty funny. This farce is infuriating. Oh, wrong person. I thought it was the doggo. This farce is infuriating. I will not abide him mocking the bonds we shared with Tenzin. We are of one mind, my sister. He must be silenced. Hold on, guys, hold on. Does Tenzin even have a descendant? There was nothing in the legends about him fathering any children. Yeah, I'm sure Suzaku wants to learn more about that. But there was mention of one who loved him more dearly than life itself. I, the woman to whom I owe my storied lineage, is none other than... Yep, there we go. The sublime crimson beauty standing before you, Suzaku. And she's gonna be like, what? Let him speak. Let him cook. Let him speak. Perhaps he's not wholly deserving of immolation. Bah! How easily your rage is quelled. Having proven my ancestry to your satisfaction, my lords and ladies, I bid you partake of my good fortune, for I have auspicious wares to share with you today. Tenzin put Countess Oni to the sword long ago, 'tis true, but only by the grace of these miraculous good luck charms. Right. Just one will confer unto you all manner of fortune, good health, a happy family, scholarly achievement, financial success, romantic fulfillment, and much, much more. But that's not all. Purchase a charm now, and I'll even throw in a stylish strap featuring the Four Lords design of your choosing. My stock is limited, so be sure to buy while supplies last. Right. I'll take 2. No, 10! These idiots. It's just like, no, let him finish. My blood boils to see Tenzin's good name used in this manner. as does mine. We cannot sit idly by and allow this to continue. I think our purveyor of good fortune is in need of a proper scare. Are you convinced as well, Brilliant? Oh yeah, I think he's done enough talking. Alright, let's talk to each of them. He is a most pervasive and cunning adversary. I was nearly convinced I had given birth to Tenzen's child. Suzaku, please. Lest you worry, despite his preposterous depiction of me, I have no intention of harming the swindler. Oh, that would have been pretty funny, though. This many who would fall for such an obvious deception, no matter the age. Mortals see only that which they wish to. Okay, can I actually see the, No, it doesn't look like it's actually there for me to check it out, so I'll just talk to Sorbonne. He seemed quite pleased with himself as he packed up his stall. Business was good, no doubt. How shall we proceed? Let's just call the cops on him. With care and preparation, we all saw how deftly he countered accusations of fraud. A more clever approach is needed. We must limit his ability to spin more lies. Have any ideas, Brilliant? I could present myself as Tenzen's true descendant. The presence of the four lords should be more than enough to convince him. Yeah, let's just go with that. Oh ho ho! Indeed, our very existence alone is enough to prove his claim is false. Then it is settled. You shall play the role of Tenzen's true descendant, and we shall accompany you. With us at your side, the impostor can have no choice but to confess his crimes. Or he can just accuse us of being false. Still, we would be wise to prepare for contingencies. With me, Sorbonne, we make for the Raisin Temple. Then it is up to us to find and confront the swindler. As you are familiar with the city, I bid you lead the way. Speak to Suzaku when you are ready. Okay. Sounds good to me. We must track him down before he dishonors us further with his insipid trinkets. His customers may have seen where he went, so let us begin by questioning them, and then they're going to be Endwalker follower mechanics? No, not yet. I would also know more of his true identity. Of all the heroes of legend, why claim Tenzen's name? The answer may help us stop him without resorting to violence, since some of you apparently lack the stomach for it. So okay, Sarah, you're not coming? Yeah, Endwalker follower mechanics. Oh, let's go try and find him. Guess we gotta head out back. Oh, there's somebody. Let's talk to her. Kami be praised to have met Tenzen's descendant and get his good luck charms besides. What a fool I was to doubt him. He who commands the four lords of legend. As long as I have this, fortune shall surely shine upon me. Oh, has a good luck charm caught your eye? If you wanted one for yourself, you are sadly out of luck. The merchant selling them said that this was the last of his stock, and he did not think he would be able to acquire more. Oh no! But if you wish to hear it from him, he was headed towards Tasogari Bridge. You will know him by his attire. I swear, he's the spitting image of Tenzen from the storybooks. Oh, yeah, that's because she speaks of yonder bridge, does she not? Others may have taken note of our quarry as he passed. Oh, that bridge over there. Let's head on over. Thought they meant this bridge over here. Oh, there's somebody. Exasperated man. I've seen a man claiming to be Tenzin's descendant. The one who was selling good luck charms by the dozen, you mean? No, he didn't come this way, but Kami gave me strength. I'll never understand how some can be so gullible. Let us continue our search elsewhere. Well, look who it is. Oh no. It's been quite some time. What brings you to Kugane this eve? A hawker claiming to be Tenzin's descendant. Probably Issue. I saw him not long ago, yes. You know him? My peculiar and suspicious friend. There is no merchant in Kugane who hasn't heard of the entrepreneur. He's made a fortune masquerading as Tenzin's heir. And this is just common knowledge that he knows, but nobody else does. It's a brilliant scheme, very profitable. Tried to get in on it myself, but the Baron will suffer no competition. Who is this Baron of whom you speak? The soy sauce one. Who else? Kageyama. A dangerous man, of course. I think that's the guy. If it's the guy who I think it is, of course it's him. A dangerous man, yes. With fingers in every pie. I fear him almost as much as I envy him. Their deception must be exposed. What can you tell us of Issue? How many times do I have to teach the Baron the same lesson? Okay, it is the same guy. Oh, you have had dealings with him, have you? Unfortunately, yes. If you know, then you know. Issue, on the other hand, is still something of an enigma. A skilled seamster. Dedicated to his craft, yet he partnered with Kageyama. I never would have guessed he had it in him. There is more to this than meets the eye. We must investigate further. Have you any idea where Issue may have gone? You want information? Yes. I want coin. Give me coin and I'll give you information. How about if I threaten to punch you off this bridge? That can be arranged. If you're willing to journey to Reisen Temple, our friend Furry can escort you. A temple? And one I've never heard of, at that. Wait, is this some sort of place where mortals fear to tread and malevolent spirits do dwell? Well, maybe not malevolent spirits. Malevolent spirits? No. Just a somewhat ominous crystal. I'll take your word for it. As for Issue, he came to me and requested passage to the Isle of Beko, where he was to rendezvous with Kageyama. I refused. Better not to involve myself in the Baron's affairs, you understand. Kyoto, was it? You have our thanks. We shall fulfill our end of the bargain. You need not fear. I think threatening to punt him off this bridge would have been a lot cheaper. There is no time to waste. I shall have a messenger instruct Byako and Sorbonne to meet us at the Isle. Alright, let's head on out to the Isle. I should just be able to jump off right here, right? Yep. Alright, where are we going? Oh, okay, the north side. Let's just teleport to the Sorbonne people place. Forget what they're called. Oh, there we go. Forget what race's pose this is. I think that's a... Well, she's definitely not a Viera, which means she's probably a Hero underneath the costume. We are the first to arrive. Ishu and Kageyama will want to keep away from prying eyes, somewhere near the rocks perhaps. Let us take cover and eavesdrop on their conversation when they join us. Yep, that's the Baron. Gahaha, a fine day's work, Issue. It pays to have fools for customers. Master Kageyama, please, this cannot continue. I shudder to think how the four lords would react if they learned of our crimes. Remind me, who was it who delivered you from a life of destitution after you lost your job as a seamster? Pray tell, who? Oh, okay, I see where this is gonna go. So, we're gonna end up hiring the guy who's playing the character as the replacement seamster, or something like that. You, Master Kageyama, and I am forever grateful for your help, without which my family would be without house and home. But even so, what we're doing is wrong. Want to wash your hands of this dirty, dirty business and be a seamster again? Is that it? But once the truth comes out, and I would see that it does, who would dare to trust you? No, Issue, you're going to continue the act, or you and your kin will starve in the streets. What a great guy. So that's the way of it. Issue was coerced by Kageyama into this performance, and for his family's sake could not stop. Indeed, in light of this, how shall we proceed? Well, let's scare Kageyama a bit. We help Issue, of course. We put the fear of the kami into Kageyama. Oh yeah, let's do it. Who are you? And why are you wearing such ridiculous outfits? Hearken to me, mortal. I will suffer you sully Tenzin's name no longer. Defy me, and you'll not like the consequences. In the ridiculous chicken outfit. Sully Tenzin's name, you say? His flesh and blood are free to do with it as I please. Unless you can prove that Issue is not, in fact, the descendant, I suggest you get out of my sight. Then to prove it, we shall. Brilliant! Here! Wrong voice. It is time we reveal our true selves to these mortals. Call me for offend! Well, yeah, call me. It cannot be. Yep. Yeah, the real sword. The flame-kissed katana you hold in your hand. Is that the Phoenix Blade? For your crime, the crimes you have wrought in Tenzin's name, your punishment will be severe indeed. Beg not for mercy. Take heart, my dears. I shall make the death painless. Hearken to my melody. There is no turning back. Steel yourselves. Yeah, someone, anyone, help me! What was that? Not only do you possess the Phoenix Blade, but the Four Lords themselves stand at your sides. Tell me, are you Tenzin's descendant? No, I'm just Brilliant. Please have mercy. I beg of you. I vow to never again use the name of your ancestors. You have my word. Well, that was pretty fun. Let's go ahead and talk to each of them. I do not blame Master Kageyama for fleeing in terror, yet, as odd as it sounds, I did not feel as though you meant me harm. That's because they don't. A mere illusion, and the man loses his head. Some baron he is. It's thanks to Fury that we made it here in time, and now we can rest easy in the knowledge that Kageyama's scheme has been ended. You look every bit as dignified as Tenzin did on his day. The Phoenix Blade suits you, or can I keep it? As Tenzin's behest, I once played the role of a ferocious tiger to frighten the peoples of a village and drive them to flee before they were buried in a landslide. I took part in the deception as well, but to be honest, your acting put his to shame. Have you considered auditioning for the Mijust Koza Theater? Honored Lord and Lady, and descendant of Tenzin, I know not how to make amends for my sins. Though actions speak louder than words, I wish to say I'm truly sorry. Man or beast, we all make mistakes. Oh yeah, you guys made some mistakes. I'm told you're Master Seamster. I might not go as far as say master, but with my skill, I managed to put food on the table. Good enough for me. Then perhaps I shall have a word with an old friend. That can wait, Sorbonne. We must escort this young man to a safer location. This is far enough. It is past time we returned home. We are once more in your debt. It is because of you that this affair could be concluded before Tenzin's reputation suffered irreparable harm. Thank you, Brilliant. Now that you are no longer bound to Kageyama, what will you do? Probably starve. Well, I know I must take responsibility for my actions. I will confess my crimes to the Sekizumi. Sekisegumi. After I am released from my imprisonment, I shall take up an honest trade and once more, and not rest until I've repaid each and every victim of my deception. Ah, yes, I'd been meaning to tell you, but I will let Hancock explain when he arrives shortly. Wait, has Hancock actually met the Four Lords yet? Dreadfully sorry to have kept you waiting. I know Tataru has. Ah, speak of the devil. That's a correct choice of words. And the urchin girl came as well. It has been far too long. You're looking as green as ever, Sorbonne of the Blue. And once again, Genbu, that's Tataru. Tataru. Though I'm sure I'll have to remind you next time, too. You are Ishu. the seamster Sorbonne spoke of, yes? If it is gainful employment you seek, the East Aldenard Trading Company would be thrilled to hire one of your expertise to work in our draper shop. The seamster in our service fell ill, and we've been looking for a replacement. Yeah, that's how I thought this was going to play out. I have no words. I'm grateful, truly, but I cannot accept, for once I confess my crimes to the Seki Segumi, they will surely imprison me for a time. We can work that out. Ah, yes. The Seki Segumi. I had a chat with them not long ago. They are aware that the scheme was contrived by Kageyama, and that you too are one of his victims. You will be required to assist them in their investigation, of course, but you needn't steel yourself for even a brief incarceration. He had some chat with the cops. Hancock, you have our thanks for calling Brilliant to our aid. Oh no, not at all. I am pleased to have been of service. Sure. I've not forgotten our arrangement, Brilliant. Have you decided upon a reward? Oh, let's ask about the pendant. Oh, how that warms my heart. A material to help restore a keepsake of a dear friend. I have just the thing. I won't spoil the surprise now, but do look forward to it. I suppose we had better return to the city, but before that... You could have called upon me too, you know. It's not like I wasn't part of the whole saving the Ruby Sea from becoming consumed by roaring flames endeavor or anything. True, she kept on trying to be a summoner or an arcanist, but she kept on like her what are they called again? Her carbuncle kept running away. Oh ho ho! Forgive us, urchin Tataru. We assumed you were busy. That, and you did struggle mightily to help Brilliant restrain Sorbonne that one time. So there was some concern that you might prove a liability should it come to blows. Nevertheless, we will take your words to heart. Perhaps we should assume our guises and walk among men more often. It was a refreshing change of pace on the whole. I would not be against it. We were in a bit of a rush on this occasion. But with a longer visit, we might better appreciate men's curious ways. I have no doubt we shall meet again. I but pray that the time comes sooner than later. You and me both. Until that day, I'll be sure to stop by the temple later, sure. I will consider that a promise. Oh, there go the four lords. That was pretty fun. Now then, I say we resume Sorbonne's training upon our return to the temple. Oh, poor Sorbonne. Must we so soon? You did well to apprise Hancock of Ishu's predicament. He may now make amends by putting his talents to good use, and continue to provide for his family. Indeed, 'twas behavior befitting one destined to become the next Genbu. The road ahead is long, but we doubt not that you are worthy, and so we want only to encourage you to reach your full potential. If that is how you feel, then I have little choice but to do my best. So are we done now? Alright, Ishu, you all reformed? I can hardly believe that Seki Segumi only wished to question me. Master Hancock must have a way with words and money. Speaking of which, I believe he and Mr. Tataru will be joining us shortly. Ishu, you will be pleased to know that I've just finished making arrangements for your immediate employment. May our profits soar that you may give your family the life they deserve. Oh, Master Hancock, I do not deserve such kindness. I'll do my best to earn my keep. Ah, you mean I can pay you less? Okay. I want you to know that I intend to work hard to make up for the many mistakes that I've made. It is not much, but I've prepared a gift for you as an expression of my gratitude. A set of garments that I made before I was embroiled in Master Kageyama's schemes. The lords and ladies of Kugane once held my work in high regard, and I hope you will as well. So I looked ahead slightly, and this is actually the, samurai Hingan robes that you see, that I've seen people wear all the time. You will also find a little something from me included within, a well-deserved reward. Wait, what exactly did you give Brilliant? Payment for introducing the East Aldenard Trading Company to prospective new clients. What else? I can't say I'm surprised you would try to peddle goods to the four lords themselves, but still, have you no shame? I mean, this is Hancock we're talking about. Regardless, now's as good a time as any to inform Brilliant of the results of our deliberations. Said result being, we have agreed to an official partnership with the East Aldenard Trading Company, one which I will exploit for all it's worth to make Taru's boutique household name in Kugane. Haha, for my part, I pray the start of a mutually beneficial partnership. To business, I would have a tour of this draper shop of yours immediately, if you don't mind. Sorry to cut things short, Brilliant, but time is money, and I've precious little to spare. Once you've seen to any other unresolved matters you have here, I'd be grateful if you return to Old Charlian and inform Medina of our new arrangement. Okay, sounds good to me. Let's head on back to Old Charlian and wrap this up. It was a little bit longer than I had anticipated, but we got it done. Alright, Medina. Took care of the business in Kugane, and we got the more work on the amulet. Or pendant. Welcome back. Negotiations with Master Hancock were fruitful, I hope. Well, I didn't do any of the negotiations. Well, I expect nothing less from you and Mr. Tataru. As for Mr. Tataru's necklace, you say Hancock slipped a gift into the parcel you received from Ishu, yes? May I have a look? My goodness, what a stunning set of garments! They certainly offer a taste of the Far East. As for the item Master Hancock set aside for Mr. Tataru's necklace, By the sisters, a black pearl. Do you have any idea how rare these are? Well, I can just go fish one real quick if you want. They can only be harvested from black-lip oysters in the Ruby Sea. I know, I caught a couple for our fishing leaves. I cannot say for certain until it has been incorporated into the necklace, but I believe the darker shade will serve as contrast to the brilliant sapphire centerpiece, and make it stand out even more. To part with such a precious treasure, Master Hancock is either very wealthy or very well connected, or both. Yeah, definitely both. We could do well to maintain a good relationship with the East Aldenard Trading Company. I've been saying that wrong this entire time. Whatever. But that is the boutique's concern. After all you have done for us, I am sure you want nothing more than a good rest. Thank you again for your continued assistance. When next we discover a client we'd like to add to our ever-growing list, I hope we can count on your assistance once more. Yep, and then that gets me the Dogi stuff. Right? Yeah, this stuff. I don't like the tattoos, but the rest of it looks good. How about the sandals? Those aren't bad. Alright, let's wrap it up.